Do you love silly stories for kids? Why not consider joining our family? You can even get a very special message from one of your favourite silly stories for kids characters. Head over to the website to find out more. It's your support that helps us to continue to make exciting stories and more crazy content.
Did somebody say crazy?
Oh, Pimpin, no. Pimpin! One day, 3 little kids named Caleb, Avi, and Zoe were all sitting at home. Now, they were eating their breakfast. They were having a delicious breakfast of cereal and it was very, very yum. As they were sitting and eating, all of a sudden, Avi reached across. Can you pass me the juice, please, Caleb? Okay, said Caleb. He went to pass the juice across, but as he did, he slipped and the juice tipped all over the table. Oh no, he said. I've made a big mess. Don't worry, said Avi. Just go grab some of the cleaning stuff out the cupboard. So, Caleb ran across to the cupboard. He opened it up and he found a bottle of some kind of spray and a funny-looking cloth. I haven't seen these ones before, he thought to himself, but he raced back over towards the table and as he was looking, he started to spray where the juice was. He sprayed, and the spray coming out of the bottle seemed to be a little bit sparkly. It was quite strange. He didn't seem to mind though because he still needed to clean up the juice that he had spilt. He grabbed the cloth and he started to wipe. As he did, something very strange happened. The colour of the table began to change. Instead of being its normal wood colour, it started to turn purple. I think I might have used the wrong spray, said Caleb. Avi and Zoe looked across. Whoa! Avi, you've coloured in the table. I think it was this spray, he said. Let me have a look. The girls grabbed the spray bottle and tried to read the writing on the side, but instead of normal letters, it was just some kind of strange symbols. They couldn't read any of it. What is it? Said Avi. I don't know, said Zoe. Can I have a look? She grabbed it. She sprayed a little bit on her plate and then started to wipe it with the funny-looking cloth. As she did, her plate started to change colour. Instead of purple this time, it came out blue. But not a normal blue, some kind of shimmering blue. This is very strange, she said. She looked even closer. It's almost like the blue is moving. What? Said Caleb. They looked closer and closer and closer until... Was that a wave that just rolled through the middle of my plate? I think so, said Caleb. That's really strange. He tried to reach down and poke. As he poked the plate, all of a sudden, my finger's cold and it seems to be wet. Wet, said Avi. What do you mean? Caleb put his whole hand inside the plate. It's water in there. What do you mean it's water, said Zoe. It's just a plate. I don't think it is, said Caleb. Look closer. They looked and they saw another wave roll through the middle of the plate. Something strange is going on here. I've got an idea, said Caleb. He grabbed the spray bottle and he sprayed it on the floor. Caleb, what are you doing? Hang on, I'm going to make a big one. A big what? Said Avi. Caleb sprayed a big circle and then he started to wipe it with the cloth. As he did, it started to change colour. But this time, instead of just a colour, they could see a little bit more of what was going on. The kids all looked through and on the other side of this strange coloury pattern, they could see, I think it's the ocean and a little bit of sand. So mine turned into water and now you've made some of the ocean and some sand. What's with the purple one from the start? Caleb raced back over to the purple patch that he had sprayed on the table. He reached across and tried to poke it. As he did, ooh! Somebody yelled. Who said that? They looked, and all of a sudden the purple disappeared and they could see the sky on the other side. There was a man looking at them very curious. What is going on? Let's jump through the big one, said Zoe. Okay, said the kids. So they all jumped through the big one and when they arrived on the other side, they realised they were at the beach. They looked around. There were waves and water and sand and there was a man sitting on a purple tower that was looking down a hole very confused. I think I poked him in the bottom, said Caleb. The kids all laughed. How did we get here? I think the spray opened up some kind of portal to the beach. Did you bring it with us? Said Zoe. I did, said Caleb. They looked carefully, and as they looked, they could see that the funny-looking symbols that weren't real letters kind of looked like waves. I think it must be some kind of ocean portal spray. That's very strange, said Caleb. Yes, said Avi. Extremely strange. Yeah, said Zoe. It's ridiculous. Where did it come from? I've got no idea. As they looked around the beach, they decided that they would enjoy the new surroundings that they had found themselves in. Let's go down to the water, said Avi. Good idea, said Caleb. Let's go. Zoe raced down as well, and as the kids were running down towards the water, they saw a giant sandcastle off to the side. Wow, that's incredible, said Caleb. Let's have a look. They stopped running to the water and they went over towards the sandcastle. As they did, there was a crab sitting on the edge of the sandcastle. Hey look, that crab's almost looking at us. Hello, said the crab. It's talking, said Avi.
Of course I am talking. How did you expect to get inside the castle?
What do you mean, inside the castle, said Zoe.
Well, aren't you Caleb's, Avi and Zoe?
Yes. Who are you?
My name's Nippers.
Nippers, said the kids. What do you mean?
Nippers the crab. King Krabby Claus has been waiting for you for a very long time. It has taken a long time for you to find that special bottle that we left at your house.
You left the special bottle of spray, said Caleb.
Yes, we did. We need your help.
What do you need our help with, said Avi.
See our castle?
Yes, said Zoe.
We would like to make an extension.
An extension, said the kids. What do you mean?
Well, we have lots of crabs living in the castle now, and we need more bedrooms. Do you think that you could help us make a brand new extra wing on the side of the castle?
Okay, said the kids.
Yippee!
Said Nippers.
First things first. I need you to come down to crab size so that we can show you all the very special things that we need done in our new wing of the castle.
How are we going to be crab size, said Avi.
Well, what's this?
Said Nippers. As Nippers started to clip his claws, all of a sudden they made a clicky-clacky sound that made a beautiful song. And as the song was making the noise, it went into the kids' ears, and as it did, they felt themselves starting to shrink down. They got smaller and smaller and smaller until they were the same size as Nippers. Wow, said Zoe. That's amazing.
Come see,
said Nippers. He took them inside and showed them a big plan of the new area of the castle that he was hoping they might be able to build. This looks exciting, said Zoe. Yeah, said Caleb, but can we make some changes?
Oh, what changes?
They looked, and it looked like a bunch of rooms and maybe an extra little dining room for some crabs, but it doesn't look enough fun, said Zoe.
Fun?
Said Nippers. Yeah, said Caleb. We need to add more fun. Is that okay?
Sure.
We should start building, said the kids. Nippers, it might be helpful if we're back at our normal size to be able to work on the castle. We'll be able to do it a lot quicker.
Okay,
said Nippers.
What's this?
He started clipping his claws again, and this time it made a slightly different noise, and the kids, as they listened, got bigger and bigger and bigger until they were back to their normal size. Except Caleb was a little bit sure that Nippers had made him slightly taller than he was before he started to shrink down. He was very excited about this. All right, we can do it, said Avi. Yeah, said Zoe, let's start working. The kids grabbed some buckets and spades that they found right next to the castle, and they started to sculpt the new extra wing. They worked and they worked and they worked. It was so much fun. They kept building and shaping and changing and working so hard. As they did, the sand seemed to work in a very special way. Why is this so easy, said Avi. Yeah, I seem to be able to do a lot more detail, said Zoe. Yeah, said Caleb. Hey Nippers, do you know why?
Because you were using the magic bucket and the magic spades. They are very useful for building very special crab castles.
Oh, okay, said the kids. Thanks, Nippers. They worked and continued until, I think we're almost done, said Zoe. Hooray, said Caleb. Nippers, make us small. We want to show you the new wing of the castle.
Okay.
Nippers started clipping his claws once again, and the kid shrunk down to normal crab size. They walked over to where Nippers was. Okay, Nippers, come see. They took him into the new wing of the castle. As Nippers walked in, his eyes started to pop. He was so excited.
Look at all this, it is amazing, said Nippers. There's slides and extra bedrooms, and is that a merry-go-round?
It is, said Caleb. I did that one. And look what I made over here, said Zoe. Wow, said Nippers, as he looked at the amazing window that Zoe had placed on the side. She'd found all different colours of sea glass and put it in the window, and it was like a giant, beautiful stained glass window that shone colourful light into the brand new wing.
This is amazing! I need to go show the king!
Nippers raced off, and the kids were left standing. Where'd he go? I hope he's coming back, said Caleb. Yeah, said Zoe. How are we going to get back to normal size? Just then, another crab came racing into the brand new wing of the castle. As he arrived,
Wow,
he said,
this is amazing! I'm King Krabby Claus,
he said,
and I think that this is the most beautiful extension to the castle in the last 27,000 years.
Have you been king for 27,000 years, said Caleb.
No, but I think it's incredible.
Oh, said Avi. Well, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, kids. We will have a big feast in your honor. Will you join us?
Okay, said the kids.
Come, said the king. Let's use the brand new dining hall that you have made.
As King Krabby Claus yelled, all of a sudden, crabs came from every direction. They set up the brand new dining hall, they brought in amazing food, and even a band of crabs started playing music. The kids sat at the head of the table with the king, and they were the guests of honor for the big crab feast. They ate and they danced and they played and they sang for the entire evening. It was so much fun. As their tummies were full and their legs were tired from dancing, they walked back over to the king. Excuse me, King Krabby Claus?
Yes, children?
We're getting a bit tired. Is it okay if...
Yes, of course. It is time for you to go home. We are all so grateful. 3 cheers for the kids,
yelled the king.
Hip hip!
And all the crabs yelled,
Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip!
Hooray! And all the crabs clapped together. The kids felt very, very special.
Okay, said Nippers. Now, do you want to use the reverse version of that cleaning spray that you had at your house?
How did you make that cleaning spray, said Avi.
Oh, you use special ocean water, and you put it in the bottle, and if you wipe it with the special seaweed cloth, it takes you directly to that beach.
Oh, well, how are you going to get us back to our house?
Well, I collected some special water from your house and made a very special tiny cloth at the corner of your curtains. I hope your mummy doesn't notice.
Hee, said the kids. We hope not too.
Watch,
said Nippers, as he sprayed some of the special water on the ground and wiped it with the curtain cloth that he had made. As he wiped in a big circle, the kids could see their house once again. All right, bye everybody, they yelled. Thanks for having us.
Goodbye, children,
yelled King Krabby Claus.
Goodbye,
said Nippers. Bye, yelled all the crabs. And the kids jumped through the portal and landed back in their dining room. As they popped in, they landed in their chairs back in front of their cereal bowls. Their mummy walked over and looked. Who spilt the juice? And why is it a little bit purple? She said. Well, said Caleb, I don't think you'd believe us, even if we told you. And that is the end of the story.
This special episode has been brought to you by Nippers Cleaning Spray, a very special cleaning spray that can get you out of cleaning. Make a big portal using it and you can run away from whatever you're meant to be cleaning up. I don't like cleaning very much, but I do it just to help my family. Do you do cleaning sometimes too? I hope so. We hope that you have been enjoying Silly Stories for Kids. Make sure to head over to the website and join the family. You can even get a very special message from one of our Silly Stories characters. This has been me, Nippers.
And me, Sam. We'll see you soon.